everyone. Firstly, thank you for watching. If you've been following my channel, you should know I am all about gaming and streaming, and I am guessing so are you. I'm super excited to bring to you this full, detailed review on Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm giving this absolute masterpiece a massive 9.5 out of 10, and trust me, it earns every bit of that score. This isn't just any RPG. It's a tactical masterpiece from Larian Studios, the legends behind Baldur's Gate 3. Released back in 2017 after a record-breaking Kickstarter, the definitive edition came out in 2018 with a ton of polish. A revamped Act 3, over 150,000 new words of story, balance tweaks, a new Explorer difficulty for beginners, better inventory and optimizations that still hold up amazingly today. And get this, as of late 2025, Larian dropped a surprise-free current-gen upgrade for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and even the Nintendo Switch 2, bumping it to smoother 60 frames per second and higher resolution. It's still getting love in 2026, with players saying it's having some of its best months ever thanks to the Baldur's Gate 3 hype and the tease of a new Divinity game, but more on that when we know more. So, Steam reviews. Overwhelmingly positive at 95% from over 100,000 users. It sold millions of copies, and if you're into streaming RPGs like I am, this is pure gold. Endless content for Let's Plays, build challenges, and those "how did we even survive that?" Let's dive into the story. The Divine is dead. The Void is invading the world of Rivellon, and you're a Godwoken, basically a sorcerer with forbidden source magic that's attracting these terrifying Voidwoken monsters right to you. You're hunted by the fanatical Divine Order, starting imprisoned on Fort Joy Island, fighting your way toward godhood. But nothing's linear here. Well, to a point. Your choices ripple everywhere, and kill a random merchant, their whole family questline vanishes. Side with elves, dwarves, or lizards, factions react, alliances break, betrayals happen. What makes it really special are the origin characters. You can pick from 6 fully voiced heroes. Ifan, the haunted mercenary assassin, Los, the possessed bard dealing with real mental health themes, all done so well. Beast, the sassy dwarf pirate, Sebille, the vengeful elf, the Red Prince, the exiled noble lizard, or Fane, the sarcastic undead skeleton. Each have their own personal quests, unique dialogue, and arcs that weave into the main plot. Or you could go fully custom like I did. Conversational tags like Scholar or Outlaw unlock special interactions. Act 1 is this amazing tutorial sandbox on Fort Joy. Act 2 explodes with intrigue on Reaper's Coast. Act 3 got a full overhaul in the definitive edition for better pacing in the city. And Act 4 is this apocalyptic finale. Multiple endings depending on who you become and choices you have made throughout the game. Everything is just absolute genius. It's darker than the first Original Sin, full of moral grays like The Witcher 3, but way more reactive to every little decision. As for character creation and party building, this is where it goes God tier. You build a party of 4, and races matter. Lizards breathe fire, undead are immune to poison. Distribute attributes, strength for melee, intelligence for spells, and so on. Pick from 14 starting classes like Battle Mage or Summoner, then layer 12 skill schools on that. Pyrokinetic for fire, Necromancer for blood and lifesteal, Scoundrel for sneaky backstabs, and so on. Gear has rune slots, you can craft anything, and you can respec any time after Act 1. Some beginner builds I love: Blood Necromancer, Punk Necro, Polymorph, and Hydro for melee healing and tanking with blood surfaces and lifesteal, basically making you immortal. Summoner Incinerator, max summonin and pyro to spawn an army and burn everything. Barrelmancer, Geo and pyro to explode oil barrels for massive nukes, total meme potential. Pure Archer, Huntsman and Scoundrel for sniping from high ground. Battle Mage hybrid with Warfare, Arothiurge, and Hydrosophist for chaining lightning on wet enemies. You can mix them for crazy synergies. Recruit up to 3 companions who can feud, romance, or even betray you based on your choices. Exploration and quests are a living world of secrets. Rivellon is this gorgeous isometric wonderland with swamps, ruins, frozen coasts, and lava hells. You can go literally anywhere. Talk to animals if you have the pet pal talent, ghosts, and even some paintings. Quests have 5 to 10 solutions each: sneak, steal, persuade with 4 different skills, finesse, intelligence, memory, and wits, fight, or just exploit physics like teleporting enemies off cliffs. One little issue is that there's very little hand-holding quest log. You track it yourself, but it does add an extra layer of fun at times. Source fountains restore your powers for overpowered spells, or you can steal source from the bodies of fallen enemies. Loot everything and craft potions, grenades, arrows. It's all key to your success. Combat is the GOAT with a turn-based system. Elemental combos and positioning are genius. You get action points each turn for moving, attacking, skills. Enemies have physical and magic armor. Strip it to apply statuses like stun, burn, slow. The environment is your weapon. Rain from Hydro plus lightning from Arrow equals shocked chains. Oil from Geo plus fire from Pyro equals Inferno. Blood from Necro plus more Necro for lifesteal puddles. High ground gives plus 20% damage and increases as you level related skills. Summons scale with you and tank as you would expect. Fights last for 5 to 20 turns, but the AI adapts pretty well. They flank, use barrels, go invisible. Tactician mode is brutal. Apparently, compared to Baldur's Gate 3, this has purer tactics, less RNG, more environmental cheese. On the co-op, up to 4-player drop-in, online, even Game Master mode for custom DM-style campaigns. Friends control separate characters. They can steal your loot, sabotage fights, romance each other. Full crossplay isn't there, but Steam Remote Play works great, or so I have read. Graphics, sound, and tech? All timeless. Isometric art pops, misty forts, glowing source pools, and so on are all brilliant. The voice acting is really stellar. Sound design immerses you, squelching blood and crackling fire. The game runs buttery smooth on modern rigs, and it's Steam Deck verified. Minor flaws: some fights push cheese over fair play. Rare bugs. Console UI is a bit clunkier than PC, from what I read. But these are tiny nitpicks in a near-perfect RPG. My final verdict is 9.5 out of 10. Divinity Original Sin 2 isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. Drop a like if you're playing or planning to, sub for more reviews and builds, and comment your favorite Origin character below.